Hello, happy health habits land and optimists and wannabe optimists, optimal activists, optimal life activists. We are getting a little late start today, but let me just get the screen share. Lots to talk about, and I'm going to play a little clip from this motivational. You guys were all talking about the motivational inspirational speakers. Wow, I got to play a little clip for you of Johnny Rockets. Did anybody see Johnny Rocket? He was a special speaker. I put a video in the chat message. Anybody see that one? No?
I I the link and I started listening, but I'll have to go back and finish.
Oh, you started seeing the Johnny Rocket one?
I started listening. It was mostly the introduction part
Oh, the
from that I
introduction. Okay, yeah, you got to fast forward to the actual speaker.
yeah.
So, because he's so good. Where is my screen share button now? I don't get this. What is happening? Carrie, help me. Ah, I don't know where my screen share button is.
I know,
Oh
I'm
my.
trying to find it too.
Oh,
Maybe
there it
can't
is.
change stuff.
There it is. Okay. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to share with this first because we're getting a little bit late start here. So, we are loving ourselves enough to live a healthy lifestyle. So, hug on yourself and give yourself a high 10 for showing up. And in the mirror every morning, look yourself in the eye and give yourself a high 5. Take a couple deep breaths in, let it all the way out. I've been walking all day on my walk pad, albeit a slow walk. I've had my little weight vest on. So I'm happy to sit down finally. Take a deep breath in, let it all the way out. Tapping, hugging. Oh, the ears, right?
Yes.
The face. Act like you're putting on some lotion. Anything that produces a yawn is turning on your stop buttons, your parasympathetic buttons where you can slow down your roll and make better decisions. So anytime you can make yourself yawn, that's a good thing. Okay? And stop, take a breath, shake it out. I'm going to take this vest off while I'm sitting here, give myself a little break on that. So my win of the day is I wore that weight vest Monday all day until like the morning until 1 o'clock. I have several different weights, but wore that. I've been getting my protein in. My win and my goal, just to share first here, is to get more protein in, do the 30 30 30. So the aminos and then 30 at lunch and 30 at night and then the 10s in between. So that's been my goal. It's interesting. It's weird eating, bigger portions throughout the day, but that's kind of my next level 3.0 goal. And I have to say, these little Ascend bagel bars have been great. You just eat half of it and it's 10 grams of protein right there. So that's been very helpful. I'm trying to get my protein up. I don't eat the whole, I just split those. So that's been great. So that's my other little win. This walk pad, getting that going, and then the weighted vest was great. And then what was the other thing? I had another personal win. I can't remember it. I'll think of it later. But as far as our team is concerned, I want to congratulate us because we have 26 people on our Take Your Energy Back challenge. If you didn't see my post today. So if our goal is 50, each one bringing a friend, we'd be right there at 50. And the overall goal is 500. And we are at 322 right now for the whole group. So congratulations. If you're already in, it's been a really fun, energetic group. I love Mike and Amy's energy, and everybody's a player. So it's never too late just to keep learning, right? We're all in that process of learning and growing and becoming all that God intended us to be, each individually. So I challenge you guys to not just challenge yourself, right? What's your next level? There's no one to compete with, but to bring a friend, put a friend on the list because there's not anybody that can't benefit from what we're learning and doing. Nobody. So, and the first two people, I put this out there a couple times, but you may have missed it. The first two people to put a friend on the list who registers will get a box of Fuelings from my heart, from my little heart to yours. I'll give you guys a box of Fuelings. I got my little heart on today. So that's why I love this shirt because it's a little leopard skin with a heart on it. So yeah, so bring a guest. I'll give you a box of Fuelings. The first two today who bring someone, put someone on that registration list. The more, the better, and the better, the more, the healthier, right? That being said, I will share with you a I'll share with you a screenshot that I took later of a webinar that we had for coaches and how the state of America and how all the obesity has changed in the color charts. And then what Dr. Anderson's goal is starting this summer to reverse that. So I'm going to share that with you later. And the Get Healthy America event was really fun. We had a ton of people that whole weekend. Tia Wood was in town. We had Mary Schoberg. Shout out to you, Mary. I don't know if you're here today. I don't see her on, but if she's listening to this, she came down and we walked our 5K together. And the good thing about Mary is she has been taking her amino acids and she's lost, I don't know, 20, so over 20 some pounds, and she could walk the whole thing and she was really proud of herself. So shout out to
Yes.
Mary. And she
Yes.
really she didn't think her knees were going to take it because she's had bad knees. So that was a really fun weekend. That was just last weekend. I can't believe it. Time flies. So all right. So those are some wins. We do have a couple people in need of funding if possible in dire situations. Kerry, our guy we donated to before, had more of his foot removed. Then we have our Miss Margot, and she is getting out of rehab, but I think she's in a pretty dire situation as well. If you have any gumption to share, to donate any funds whatsoever. I don't have a GoFundMe page or anything like that, but I'm happy to take a donation or two to put it to where is best needed. I did already send her a bag of aminos and a bag of protein because she's lost so much weight. Oh, it's just terrible. So we got to help her gain her weight back. So if you have any extra funds you want to shoot my way, let me know and I'll distribute that appropriately. But yeah, so she's excited to get back home so she can have her time back and get back into her routine. So that's
Yes.
my little
Yes.
update from Margot. And uh, if you're taking notes, a great question to ask people that I heard the other day is, why you don't want to ask, it's hard to talk to friends and family sometimes about their health and well-being. And if you're inviting them to come and join us to this little metabolic challenge, um, or just learning, here's a question for you, and you might want to write this down. Just say, I've been all excited about my changes and everything I've learned about my metabolism. Okay, so that's all. Just, I'm really, as you know, I'm excited about what I've learned, and you've watched me make changes. Is there something about your health that you've thought about changing or improving in the last 24 to 72 hours? Or did you think about changing or doing something better with your health in this last week? And see what they say. And it's a brilliant question because it's just completely open-ended and non-threatening. Wondering, is there something you're working, have you been thinking about changing or doing in the last 24 hours or week? Simple question, and it's been a brilliant question. And then they just start talking. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. And I'll tell you what, sooner than later, you figure out what they're dealing with, what their struggles are, and their pain points. And most of the time, it's negativity, and they're focusing in on all the negative stuff and all the what hasn't worked, what doesn't work. You guys been there? You done that? We're focusing on all the bad things. And our brains are actually
Hmm.
programmed to see all the bad. And I love this guy because they had him on one of our coaching calls and it's a special workshop. I did not know this guy from Adam. His name is Johnny Rocket, and I put a little clip on who he is in the chat message. But I want to play this particular section for you. And you can go back and watch the whole thing if you want to. He is brilliant. He talks about delusional optimism. His problem is delusional optimism. And he is constantly seeing a winning streak, no matter what he is doing, no matter what is happening. His disease is seeing a winning streak. Everything is winning. No matter what happens that's bad in his life, he's still winning. And so he has his brain programmed to see the winning. And I just want to play this little piece for you because it's so brilliant. He's an Imagineer. He loves to imagine very vividly all of his dreams coming true. And guess what? They do. And he is some sort of rap producer. That's some bigwig, and I didn't know him from Adam, but he is just the cutest, beyond brilliant person I've ever heard speak almost. And so he's had me at hello. So I just want to play this clip, this little piece, and then you can go back and watch the whole thing if you can. But this is really good about your mindset. Okay, so can you guys see this okay?
Hmm.
Mhm.
All right, so let me just play. I got it all queued up here. Let me play this because I think it's really profound. All right, let's see if I can get it to work. All right, gonna move this bar. All right, here we go.
Not the positivity. I found the proof that I was winning. That this happened for me, not to me. I saw that I was the cameraman, so I know how to make artists famous. I saw that I got to meet all the DJs across the country, and they all loved me because they wanted the footage. And then I got to be in every single room.
Hold
You
on,
slow
I gotta
it
slow the
down.
speed down.
You got to turn the speed, yeah.
Yeah, I got it on Amy speed.
So I
Yeah,
found
it's
proof
squirrel
that
brain
I was
speed.
winning, and I was able to disarm a
Okay,
negative
here we go. He
optimism.
found.
Because optimism is. What do you mean? I said, Mom, I was the lowest paid person on the team. Now I'm about to be the highest paid person on the team. She said, what do you mean? I said, this is a winning streak.
He got fired.
I would have never left this job. It was too cool. It was my identity. But now I'm going to be a manager. I'm not going to be a cameraman. This was a win. And there's this interesting thing that happens when you choose to be a delusional optimist, because optimism isn't just this thing that you do. Optimism is a receipt. And what I did on that ride home is I found all the proof, not the positivity. I found the proof that I was winning, that this happened for me, not to me. I saw that I was the cameraman, so I know how to make an artist famous. I saw that I got to meet all the DJs across the country, and they all loved me because they wanted the footage. And then I got to be in every single room, and I got to learn the entire music game. And so I found proof that I was winning, and I was able to disarm a negative situation so quickly. Do you know that negative people will think about a negative situation for weeks, sometimes months? Have you ever noticed how like a negative person will always find like another bad thing that happened to them? It's like they just keep finding them. It's like that's just like it's like they're a magnet. And then you have like the positive people, the delusionally optimistic people, like myself. Some people might roll their eyes, but you know what? I would rather live in my world of rainbows and freaking butterflies. It's nice over here. The truth is, reality, we're losing. The other truth is, we're winning. If I think in my life, nothing bad has ever happened to me. And honestly, nothing bad has happened to you. Think about all the things that bad have happened in your life that should have broke you, and you added them all up, and yet you're right here at the starting line of the rest of your life. It didn't break you. Nothing broke you. everything taught you, I look at it like this. A loss is a lesson learned. Two L's make a W. We just keep winning. But that's the delusional optimism in me. So I'm at my mom's house and I told her that this is a winning streak. So what happens when you find the proof that you're winning? You actually spring into action quite quickly after a bad situation, where the alternative is you stay in the bad situation and replay it in your mind. But instead with me, I'm moving forward. I went and signed a girl group. I had confidence.
Oh, so many gems in there. Woo! Hey, Amy, so many gems in there. Whoa, I didn't even catch that one. You're at the starting line of the rest of your life.
I love what you said. A loss is a lesson learned. That's a good one.
Yes, what was that? What was it?
A
A
loss
loss is a lesson. A loss is a lesson learned, and two L's make a W. I love
Amy,
the. Go ahead. What else did you guys catch?
I like that.
that's a
Anybody?
really good one.
Two
What's that?
L's.
I like he said, reality is you are losing in life. Or something about reality is you are losing, but find the proof that you're winning. And the delusional optimism just floats my boat all day long. And the minute the negative person will dwell on a negative thing for days and months, right? Versus flipping the script, going from below the line to above the line, right? And how long do you stay below the line? And then getting above the line, like he's instant with it. He's like, okay, no, I just got fired from my third job. This is a win. Like he's just, there was zero time he spent in negativity, like zero time. And that universe, he says, the universe will be your earlier, he says, the universe is really like a restaurant and you can order anything you want. And he talks about the universal energy of just seeing it all, but really it's the reticular activating system in the brain. When you start looking for a green Porsche, you're going to see 3 green Porsches. When you start looking for pregnant women like Amy with babies, you'll see them everywhere. So it's just telling your brain what to find for you. And so he's really a master. He's a master at seeing. He's a master at seeing and manifesting what he wants to see. He also had he go back and listen because he had an acronym for WIN, our WIN calls, but he had his own acronym for WIN. So, so I thought that was really interesting. WIN, wake up. I was intercept your thoughts. N is say no to Satan, and S see it. See it, see it, see it. So I thought that was really, really good. So many gems in that whole talk, but I just had to play it because he was saying so many things that we talk about, right? They're not losses, they're learns. You're learning and growing. Stay above the line. Focus on the positive. All the things. So he's great. He's got great energy. And go back and listen to his story because part of his story is he got a brain tumor. And he literally saved his own life, got his health back, lost 100 pounds. I mean, even he has the whole weight loss story in there, you guys. Like he had to go get healthy and everything. You got to watch the whole thing and learn about this kid. He's amazing. Anyways, very inspiring. So that's just something I thought we would start with just for fun. Just to get ourselves in the positive mode and remember to see your winning streak, right? Phyllis is seeing her wins, right? She showed me her scan today. Phyllis, you want to start with what's going on? I think you have to leave early. Who has to leave? Who else has to leave soon? Anyone? You have to leave, Carrie, I know, before the end of the hour. Phyllis, you want to share?
Sure. So, yeah, I'm making positive steps. Still have a ways to go, but I'm thankful. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No problem.
So,
Do you want to just share? Do you want to share later? They need your attention?
Um, if he sees a delivery truck, he goes nuts. I can go put him in his kennel, maybe.
It's okay.
Okay.
Phil, how about you, Betty? Did you get Gene? Did you call me the other day? Did Gene get his stuff set up? Did he? How are you doing? And did you get him started
Okay.
yet?
No, we haven't gotten the stuff yet. I did go over Monday to my daughter's house. I have from when I was doing homeschooling for a neighbor boy, I had an iPad, and I took that over. I got him a new his own email. I got him his own email. It's on that iPad. And then Dr. Michelle and I were talking about, we said, maybe with that, I can get some of the stuff that I can't get on my computer.
Mhm.
So we're going to try. But then when I tried to get on last night, it said there's some kind of error. Try again in 24 hours. So I'm going to try again tonight. I was just trying to get back in to see if I could see where his order was and when it's coming and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Well,
So,
we had a win on the 30th because she took advantage of that
yes,
win-win 50-50 thing and finally got Gene
got
his.
him on there. And then
Yep.
yesterday morning he was backing out. No, I don't need you to help. I don't need it. I don't need. And I said, well, you really don't look very, how are you feeling today? Well, I haven't felt well in weeks, it's like he said. And so I said, well, we're just going to try this. We'll see. And so we haven't really started anything. But then last night he
Soft
said,
start.
yeah. And so last night he said, well, what's for supper? He always goes out
Oh,
and gets something out of the freezer, what he wants, and heats it up. And so he said, well, what's for supper? I said, I got pork chops. I've got chicken. Okay.
good.
So he's starting with a salad and some fruit. We'll
Well,
see.
you're saving his life because that unmanaged blood sugar is all kinds of bad, as we know.
Yes,
So,
and
yeah.
he has not been well. He doesn't even look well. So it's been a few weeks now, and this up down up down up down. So we're trying. And he said, "Haven't you seen me eat spam? I'm getting some protein." I said, "Yes, that's true. I'm glad you're getting some meat, but that's a processed meat. We, don't push too hard, but just." You
Yeah.
know, 3 days of spam
Yeah.
isn't the optimal
No.
that we want to
No.
do.
Well, when he gets his order in, then you give him the choice. Do you want A, B, or C? But
Yeah,
you offer the choice to him. These are
yeah,
what we
yeah, and stuff. And
It's fun.
so, and then I did put in an order. It won't go out till the end of the month, but I found the diabetic. I got on mine and got in there so I could see. Uh, like first time it's 3 years now in June. It's 3 years now. Right now in June, I think June 5th was 3 years, Cinco de Mayo. And it's the first time that I managed to get in there and actually look and type in a couple of orders. So and so I added the diabetic book. So when that comes, which will be in a month, but then I'll have that to work on
Okay.
and stuff.
Well, and we can give you the paper one just in between, time so you have
Yeah.
it on your computer. Yeah.
Yeah. And so anyway, we're just doing a little bit at a time and see what happens. I got on my wind call this morning. It's with all of our appointments and stuff, it's been like one a week, which is Wednesdays, but we'll stick with Wednesdays until we can get back on schedule where I can get more
Sure.
than
What
one.
was the topic this morning? Do you recall
It,
and what
it was
you
on
learned?
exercises. It was on exercises, but one of the things and I wrote that down right away. I said they're talking about millimeters. Just do on your exercise, just do a millimeter. But then a couple of people talked, and I realized that, oh, I'm only doing millimeters. Oh, what are they doing? Where they started, I'm doing inches. It's just, when you look at something, you realize hey, I ain't the bottom of the list,
So
looking
you
for
felt
my
like you were doing inches compared to
yeah,
millimeters.
exactly. So my exercise, and I moved the last 2 nights. I have moved my living room around. I've got it set up, and I've got some of my exercise equipment. I've got some of it moved in there, my arm bank, and I found all my weights now, and I got them in. So now I'm hoping to do, even though I can't do a lot of stuff, I can do arm weights and do stuff like that. Dr. Michelle I've been doing my arms.
Focusing on what you can do and not
Yeah.
what you can't do.
Yeah.
And this shoulder, she says, wow, you've got movement in your shoulder. I've been laying across the counter, and then I keep putting my head down deeper and deeper through there, stretching that out so that it's stretching out straight, and I'm getting my head between them. And she really saw it. She saw inches yesterday. She was really enthusiastic and a lot of cheering. So that it's nice when she does, cartwheels and handstands in the office. Yeah, I really.
And she went in and did her metabolic certification so she could keep coaching Betty. She did
Yeah,
that for you, girl.
yeah, and she wrote, "I'm yours for another. I've got you for another year or something." I said, "Whoopsie, amen.
Yeah,
Praise the
we all pulled together and got it done for
Lord."
Betty used her referral link, and
Yeah,
she's gonna get her $50. It's great. We
yeah,
got it going. We teamed up on it.
yes, and without the team, I'm not. And then I went to my daughter, and she got it all set up. She got him a card or a email. It's set up on its own little machine, and so tonight, it's plugged in there, and they said 24 hours. So tonight, I'm going to try and get back on there and see what we can, and see if I can't pick up some of these things that this machine just will not let me in. So. And even though that new password, it wouldn't let me in 3 times, but on the fourth time it let me in. So I just kept trying it and trying.
Remember the spaces, no spaces
No
in
space,
between, no
no
spaces.
space.
That trips me up.
Yeah.
That
And so
trips me
I
up
think
too.
that's what I've done. Yeah, I think that's what I've done a lot is put a space in
You've
between.
got a lot,
that
you
tab.
got a lot of wins going on, Betty. Just awesome, awesome
So
stuff. Awesome
yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
And
thank
just
you.
remember, even little baby steps work because I got a text, and if you want to check my Facebook, I got in communication with someone who just made changes since we started the 28-day on the first. She's already down 1 point in visceral fat, you guys,
Oh,
since
good. Good.
Friday of last week. So just with little changes. So that was our friend Chris Carrie. She's thrilled. So that worked great. So
Good.
just remember, inches is better than, a mile, right?
Millimeters.
Just keep
Yes.
keep going. She was astounded actually. Phyllis, you want to go back to kind of what your top three wins or learns were this week? I think you shared a couple things.
Yeah.
You're down in BMI, you're down in body fat, and you're down in subcutaneous. So that's awesome. And
Yes.
that's great. Millimeters
Yeah.
count, right?
Yeah. I, I sent a picture to my sister last night, and she could tell a difference. She's like, "How much weight have you lost?" And so I think in my face, I said when you don't have the inflammation from like the sugars and the
Yep.
flours and stuff, I'm trying to stay away from that. And so she could tell a difference.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sure she can.
she's like, "I'm proud of you." And then
Hmm.
so I was on a ladies' Bible study group last night, and my birthday is this month. Um, but a lady wrote a little note, and if it's okay, I was going to read it because I was thinking how just little things can really be encouraging to people. And so
Yes.
she wrote, "Your special day is also special to me because you are special to me." Um, and she wrote, "You're awesome. I thank God for you. The grace of The Lord Jesus Christ be with you in spirit. And her name's Phyllis too.
Oh.
She said the other Phyllis. So, I just thought I've always kind of liked to send cards to people or encouraging, and I think, or just like we're on this call now, I think small things can make a big difference. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Small things make a big difference. They really do. Absolutely. And I'm an affirmations person too. I love getting cards and giving cards too, Phyllis. I love that. That we
yeah,
don't know how much we're gonna make, someone's day.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Keep up the good work, girl. I got someone else with a small win. She texted me and I posted this today. She's taking her amino acids daily. And I posted that. She's excited because I myself too. It's been a problem for me to remember to do it, get that habit in there. So there I do have people keeping spreadsheets too on their numbers so they don't just have the screenshots, but like an Excel spreadsheet. If you know how to do that, it's nice because you kind of get to see the numbers, in a column if that floats your boat. So that's something too. I know Mary Gomat is not here today, so I just wanted to share her. I also shared her when she sent me her trend scan, and you can clearly see how motivation was high over here, right? And then it went down, and then she got wishy-washy, and then all of a sudden she got committed again. So it showed her mindset. I said, Mary, this shows your mindset. No defined why or clearly defined why. She's like, yep, yep, clearly defined why or wishy-washy. Yeah, so that was cool. How about you, Carrie? I know you've got to run. So what's going on with you? What are your wins and learns? What are you applying from our trusty life book?
I've actually been taking a deep dive in cleaning out some personal doo-doo. And it's amazing how it corresponds. Because I had to run to the bathroom a few times today, and I'm like,
Oh,
connected?
do. Oh, do.
But
Do
the
you
thing,
do.
yeah, the things we hold on to emotionally, energetically, we also do physically.
Yes.
So there's a release, at both ends, shall we say. So it's been interesting. My new chapter in my life with that. So I'm not going to go into details because it's personal stuff, but
Good, good,
but
good.
the
Get it out,
connection
out.
is,
Let it go,
yeah,
let it
get
go,
it
let it
out.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. And I actually sometimes do, literally do the nervous system reset and just relax and let go what no longer serves me,
Yes.
and emotionally and physically. And the connection is so clear and so obvious. So that always has to be part of our healing journey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what chapter I'm on. Turn that page.
Turn that page, let it loose. The more, the better. Woo-woo.
Yeah.
I always
And it's a
pray, just
lighter.
pray for my guts to just let it go because it's a good sign.
You don't want to be emotionally constipated.
Carrie, yes, no emotional constipation. Carrie, thank you for showing up. Thank you for letting us know, and we'll support you in
Yeah,
whatever
I
you.
literally didn't think I was going to make it today, and then things changed in my schedule. So, boom, I'm here.
I'm
Like
glad you did
minutes
because
before.
I'm
Look,
glad
I
you
had my
did
phone
because
on.
you know
I was
what?
going
You
to.
probably needed to hear about delusional optimism. I
I
mean, that's
apparently did, and
I
I thought that was interesting because it's not the same as toxic positivity,
yeah.
So, but yeah, it was good.
Delusional
Oh,
optimism.
and I would just want to say now I want to go eat at Johnny Rockets. It's a good burger place. I think his name is Charlie Rocket, but you have
Yes.
then you're stuck in your head
Oh
Johnny
yeah.
Rocket
Did I say Johnny? Yeah, no, it's Charlie. I think
every
it's
time.
Charlie.
But it's like now I want burger and fries. What'd you go do that for?
Sorry. Roxy, I'm so glad
Anyway,
you got on today, Roxy. I'm
I gotta
glad
go
you're
right
here.
now. So bye.
You got to go. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye, Carrie.
I think we should all suffer from delusional optimism. And I loved it that he said when he was a child, he knew he had it because he would sit in school and think, I don't belong here. I should be doing this, this, and this. He said, I even had it in elementary school, delusional optimism. Anyway, convention, before I forget, it is open to anyone and everyone. So all the new stuff's going to be revealed. If you want to go to Florida in the middle of July, please do. But we're going to get the trickle down of all the new information and new support and the new names. I love the name Optivia, Optimal Life. I don't know what they're going to change it to, but I love the name Optivia. But I think we're gonna have some fun. So just put a nugget out there about that. And Becky just became a coach. There's some just really stupid incentives for new coaches. We need 100,000. I'm gonna screen share with you guys and show you this. I want to screen share again if I can find my button. I want to show you this graphic. Oh, Carol's in. Yay! I'm glad you're here, Carol. Let's go ahead and Kathy, why don't you share? What do you got today? And then we'll see if Carol can share something. Carol, what did you learn today? What did you have opportunity to apply?
I listened to the kickoff of the 28-day challenge.
You did, that's right. And you said you liked it.
I liked it and it got me back on track. And so I am tracking my numbers now on a spreadsheet. And I'm also working on water and protein. So it got
Oh,
me.
you got this spreadsheet going. That's good.
Yeah.
You're a spreadsheet girl.
I'm a spreadsheet girl. I also listened to Dr. A yesterday, and that was really good. But I'm into nature, so I could really identify with that. And
Yes.
just to be engaged and present.
So what was the takeaway just in general for everybody that didn't hear Dr. Anderson?
Well, that we need to be out in nature. And I thought his statistic was astounding that kids nowadays are 8 minutes outside, which
Yeah.
I couldn't get my head around that. And he said it's really no different for adults either. 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Mm-hmm.
Only 8 minutes?
Yeah.
He said
That's
he
what
said
kids
something
are
like
doing now because they're on their computers and doing everything. They're not out in nature, and that's really
Yeah.
hurting a lot of these kids.
it's hurting them because we're biologically and physiologically connected to nature. We need to be in nature, right? That's what he said, something like that, right,
It
Kath?
restores our brain, our hormones, our nervous system. So, I mean, it's super important.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
again, they said, to get out in the morning, to get that morning sunlight. And that's like when I try to, get my walks in when the sun's coming up. So it's just the best time.
Yeah,
so
that
I could identify with a lot of what he said.
Truly, we have to think about getting outside more often these days. We have to make it an effort. Like we have to make it an effort to go work out and go, get exercise because we're such a sedentary society. But 8 minutes was shocking.
Yeah.
That is shocking. 8 minutes. Good heavens.
Yeah.
We become an indoor species. He said something like that. Our human race has become an indoor.
Why not just stay in the cave? Why build a house? Just dig a hole and stay in it.
But he's on the water and it's beautiful and he's just swaying in the water. It's very mesmerizing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get across to us how, he was out on his boat trying to get across to us how important. And we all have been there. We've all felt it when you spend a certain amount of time
on a boat,
in nature and how it does contribute to the obesity of our country.
Right.
Mm-hmm. The sedentary lifestyles. You can see here on this graphic, they showed from 2011 and now till 2024. Can you see how the red, it keeps getting redder and redder and redder?
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
That is the rate of obesity since 2011 to 2024. So the worst one is the most red on the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's the sad state of affairs, and that's why 9.5 of 10 of your friends need you to, ask them the question, have you thought about doing something different for your health in the last 2 days or the last week? And just see what they say, and then walk them over to some resources because it's really gotten bad. And here's Dr. Anderson's goal. Can you see this? So you see this little chart here where the reversal of obesity in America, and he talked about this. He'll probably talk about it, I'm sure, on one of our webinars, our Let's Talks on Monday. But the obesity rates rising, and then he sees the obesity rates reducing because we do have the answers. We do have the solution. We have it, we've lived it, and we're living it. So the thing is will people do it? Because we do know what works. We do know what reverses cholesterol, A1C, diabetes.
Yeah.
We know, and it's predictable and it's scientific. The question is, do people and will people be so out to lunch and so sick in the head that they don't want to grab on? And so it's gonna, do you know what I mean? It's gonna be like wildfire. They're gonna be marketing this and putting this out in such a different way so that it's completely detached. We're gonna be completely detached from weight loss, okay? And it's really important that we detach from weight loss in order for this to happen. And the more of you guys as we have in the world, and the more we have you, helping other people or just partnering with other people, the better, because it's going to take a literal army. It's going to need, X a million amount of people to actually help pull this off. But what I think, isn't that a shock? Isn't that it seems lofty, but he's got the turning point here in 2026 where he sees it going down, 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 down starting next year at this time. So their goal is to make a huge impact and a huge, out in the culture that we're here and we're not dieting and we have the answer and come along. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
It's really exciting. And my chiropractor happened to post this thing the other day, and I wanted to tell you, I want to read this to you. It says, human beings are not biologically dependent on pharmaceutical products for survival. Okay. But pharmaceutical companies are financially dependent on humans for survival.
Yes, they are.
OMG. Hello. So are we going to be willing to not be dependent on the pharmaceuticals for our survival or not, right? We're either going to go that way with them or we're going to go this way with the way God created us and go back to the way, what would God do, right? What would he eat? What does he want us to do? And that's the direction that we go. And that's the better way, right?
Yeah.
Go outside, commune with nature, eat real food, right? And it's a no-brainer. So, Carol, we're glad you're here. Carol and Elena, as always. Hi, Carol. She's out in Colorado?
Right, Colorado. Northeast.
Colorado. You've been on once before. It's nice to see you again. I know you've had some tough times going on lately, but you're rising above, you're being resilient, you're relying on God's for his strength.
We'll get there.
And you are a very resilient woman. And so what are some of the wins that you've had we don't have time for the whole story, but what are some of the wins you've had kind of getting back on your feet?
I don't know if I am yet.
You're here.
I know, I think I texted to you this morning, my metabolic rate, I'm doing quite well, I think. And
good.
Work on subcutaneous fat, but according to all the information that I've looked up and stuff, that I am actually below the recommended on that even.
Awesome.
But still, that is
awesome.
Going to be what I'm going to be watching. And
how old are you? How old are you, Carol?
I'm 81.
You're 81. So your metabolic age is right on. And you got lots of good average numbers. Your visceral fat's under 10, so right on, girl. And so you're just working on feeling better in your skin and getting the subcutaneous going. Yeah, feeling better in your skin, your clothes. And then also your mind, right? So Carol knows you've known a lot that this has really affected your joints, your inflammation, your brain, your thinking, brain fog, all that, right? So the better we eat, the better we think.
Yeah.
right, Carol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to watch things pretty carefully. And then I had, I spent most of a day in the ER here a couple of weeks ago. And
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, and troponin levels are up and stuff. So that means that the ticker could be having some problems. But I don't know. I've fallen on that side, on my heart, a couple of years ago, very hard, and bruised my ribs. And then in 2013, I had an elevator accident that I broke my shoulder blade on the inside, my clavicle. And so, in the heart area, I've had a lot of stress to it. So
the heart area to your heart. Yeah.
And so we're going to be doing some more testing here probably next week.
Okay. So even more important for you to stay on your game, right? With your hydration and your nutrition throughout the day. So let's talk privately now about your new strategy now that you have your Renfro and you got all the information. Let's make a schedule and look and see what we should do next. Okay. Like what's happening now and you want to do that where we make a time? Like you just let me know. Text me when we have a private time to do it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Amy, you want to talk before we get we only have until 1. So Amy, I know, hi. I knew you posted your update. Elaine, you're welcome to share too. Anytime you can get off mute. What you got going on there with those two?
Oh, always chaos and alarms going off. Oh my word. Okay.
Any wins and learns, Coach Amy?
As you already know, my favorite win is the one from Saturday that I shared.
What you got there?
Yes, your walk.
Well, it was more than a walk. It ended up being a run, but it was like the first time I had run in I don't know how many years. Definitely
amazing.
Pregnant with joy.
That is amazing.
Thank you. I was not intending to do any running. I thought we were just gonna walk as a family, walk with a stroller. And then Dave was like, "I want to run."
Oh,
I don't want to be left behind for my husband.
That's so awesome.
It was fun. We ended up doing 3.3 miles in 36 minutes, which for me is really good.
Wow.
After having a baby not even 2 months ago.
Wow, that's amazing.
I was driven to keep up with my husband and make it across that finish line even if I dropped a minute.
Oh, that's so amazing. That's a huge
win. It was kind
win.
of hilarious but fun.
And your beautiful family. Beautiful family.
Sweet.
I'm very blessed. I would say it's been a little bit of a challenge to stay positive and stay in the green zone or whatever you want to call it. With sometimes joy is a little much.
Yeah.
See, I don't know why, but she's been more like emotional and like drama queen, and I don't know if she's teasing or if she's not getting it. I don't know what. It's just a 2-year-old thing, but
new member of the family around. That's gonna cramp her style a little bit, don't you think?
It could be that too.
Have to
So
be a
just
big.
trying to be intentional about staying positive, staying loving, praying, and even carving more time out of my already busy day to read books with her and try to, make her feel loved. Even though I feel like I have 10 million things I should be doing, but I'm gonna stop and read a book with you.
Oh, honey, I can't even imagine. Just keep yourself above the line and the overwhelm down by breathing. Right? Box breathing, right? Doing your things. Just stay calm and just do everything you do. There's no loss. It's only win.
Yes, and there's something I learned from a book on parenting that we read that kind of reminds me a little bit of a parenting version of Stop Counting Too. They said when your child is kind of out of control, having just like whining and throwing a fit or whatever, you teach them. Well, you start by teaching them when they're calm, but you teach them to fold their hands or like just hold their hands or whatever. And I thought that sounds silly. Why would that help? If they're out of control, they're not going to want to hold their hands. but I tried teaching it to her when she was calm, and she thought it was interesting. So just teach her to hold her hands or whatever.
Yeah, and try to
And
teach her, teaching her this too. This is like a patty cake game.
I can try that.
Does that make sense?
Hey, buddy.
Just
that.
doing the hands like this, or patty cake, like rubbing the hands like this. That's also going to do the same thing as, right?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes she doesn't want to do it right away, but I keep telling her, I try to stay calm myself. And I'm surprised that many times she does do it, and it does help her calm down, at least for a few minutes.
Yeah, it does.
So
It
I'm
helps.
trying to teach her how to control her emotions, because I know
It
she
helps
for me.
it helps all human beings because it's the way God made our nervous system. And even pressing on this part underneath your nose, pressing underneath your nose right above your teeth, that'll also calm you down too. So that's another one you could teach her. Wow, you guys, this was jam-packed full of stuff today. Really, really fun stuff.
Wait, quick, can I do a quick prayer request or a quick prayer? So tonight, Lord willing, tonight I'm planning to talk to my husband about if he'll let me go to convention. Because I know he's gonna say we don't have the money or whatever.
Right.
Use all that I have and see if I can scrounge up and earn more. It would be a lot, but I want so bad to go. Yeah,
I want everyone to go. I really want everyone to go. I do.
Please pray that conversation will go well tonight, and then he'll be willing, and that somehow we'll be able to afford it.
That is great. That is great. I will do that. And our coach Carrie, my coach Carrie, our coach Carrie, you guys all know, she is going. Of course, Mike and Amy are going. I'm going to say no because my dad's not well, and I'm just not gonna go there. I need to not have to cancel trips and flights and things, so I am just not going to. But there will be plenty of people there that will be. So loving on you if you can go. I would highly recommend it. Definitely. And you get cheap hotel rooms in the middle of July too. So anyways, okay. Well, Amy, we'll definitely, I want you to be there. I hope you can. I'm so glad you came, Carol. Come back again another time, anytime. Sorry you got in on the end, but I'm glad you got in for a little time. And I want everyone, we're at 1, so I'll let you go. And go watch the Johnny Rocket thing. Or no, not Johnny, Charlie. Charlie. Go watch Charlie. I'll put Charlie's link in the chat again. I put it in the chat, in the Facebook chat, but I'll put it in the text message too. Or Betty, I'll send it to you email, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Love you guys. Love you ladies. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.